Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. And off we go from Denver. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Throwing on first down. Wilhelm. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. These two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 6, just inside the 30. And the Chiefs are going to get him. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Just 2 plays in, and Charles already their first sack defensively.
Yeah, how about that? That didn't take long, did it? And now they look at third down, and that's another time to try and go and get the quarterback too.
Yeah, I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. Looking to throw. Wilhelm. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. Fourth down. The Broncos send out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC.
Chiefs 7, Broncos 0. Harrison Butker to kick off 4
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They run for the first time with Javonte Williams. Runs through the contact. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Back to throw. Wilhelm. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there on the catch and run.
Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Looking to throw. Wilhelm. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Check.
He'll decide to keep this once more.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. He's at the 50. The 30. 20. 10. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wilhelm. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now on 3rd down, an extra deep. Looking to throw. Wilhelm flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point from McManus is good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We do know that they are postseason bound, but they're leaking a little oil, so to speak, as they kind of limp into January.
Yeah, and that oil can set fire to their season, can't it?
Look at that.
See what I did there? But here's the thing that we've both seen in the NFL. Teams down the stretch playing really well. Sometimes it doesn't carry over into the playoffs. Sometimes teams that aren't playing well now, if they have good leadership at the head coaching spot and the coaching staff and within the locker room, they can find a way to turn it around. But no one wants to be on a losing streak as they head into the playoffs.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Now this throw caught left side. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now here's Mahomes. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Ronald Jones, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating. First downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake. Wilhelm. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Right there, 54, right there.
Off play action. Wilhelm. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Now after the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Off the play fake. Wilhelm. Eluding the pressure right. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play.
but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10.
Go, go, go. Strong left, strong left.
To throw again. Wilhelm. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Here I come, here I come. Check, check, lucky, lucky, lucky. Bang, bang, bang.
They'll try and throw for it here. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the route is on here in this first half.
Broncos 7. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
29 is Mike. Mike 29. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to tonight.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, That's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 29 is the mic. Mike. Yellow. You got nothing today.
From the 16, Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Partner, we read a great article this week arguing for him to be Defensive Player of the Year. Normally, sacks are the big thing that people point to, but what he's done in the secondary has been something special.
It has been, because it's been an all-around game for him, taking the ball away, rushing the quarterback, and sacking him himself, doing a number of different things.
The touchdown! That's caught. Travis Kelce with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Right there. 54 Mike.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the...
And it's a fumble. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5. Ready? 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Come on. You better bring it. Go.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
That play.
Watch 2. Hey, defense, let's go. 79 Broncos. Use the mic. Let's put him on the buses.
To throw on 2nd down, Wilhelm. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
The first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them, because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On play action, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nifty job there on the scramble. Got 12 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Hey, 43, 15. Mike, 29.
Mahomes now on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes.
He'll drop this underneath for Jones.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
29 is Mike 29. Come on. 29 is Mike.
And again, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Running right, Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now Mahomes to try again after the pick 6. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman.
And this one nearly picked off. Well, kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Open man is the tight end, Noah Gray.
And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up fourth down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Back to throw. Wilhelm. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. All right. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over the first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good, soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got Hardman in the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman with his third touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Looking to throw. Wilhelm. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And incomplete on the deep.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This will be caught. Judy. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. From the gun, Wilhelm. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Watch 2 60. Man out. Choose the mic. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Mike 2.
On third down, Wilhelm. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Forced, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Chris Jones, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. Wilhelm. And now here is another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here at their own 23. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating him. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Broncos 21. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. It got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Operating from the gun, Wilhelm. And this is incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens
up in the red zone, right around the 17-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, He's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as...
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point from McManus is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. It's Kelsey on the ground. Fighting through, and he's got space. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
He is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Off play action. Wilhelm. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. McManus's point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're in control here as they start 1st and 10. To have righted the ship following that 2-game losing streak. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone.